Right. I think, we can get started. First of all, thank you so much, everyone, Ashok, Pramod, and Yogesh, for joining the session. Let me just quickly introduce myself as well as our panel who are part of this call today, and then we can quickly, start with our demo session, especially on SAP Success Factor, Employee Central module. So I'm actually Ajit. I'm part of Ultivision since 4 years now, having 15 plus years of overall experience into core finance domain. And since last 10 years, I have been into leadership role, and I've been associated with Ultivision just to make sure that we all, as an expert panel, pass on our learnings to our students, as well as the core area of expertise which we have gained throughout last several years, more of into technical as well as non-technical domain. Along with me, I have also Vinod, who is our core senior consultant, having 10 plus years of experience into managing critical implementation projects for his clients based across a global location. He's part of a call as well. And we have our associated trainer partner, Edwin, who has joined our session today to cover the demo on Employee Central overall module. He again has 10 plus years of experience, worked with critical big four companies in terms of critical implementation projects. So he's going to be with us, and he's going to be driving this session for all of us. We are going to be taking up any questions during the session as well as towards the end of the session. So feel free to unmute yourself, and maybe you can ask your questions, doubts, clarifications you need, as we have an expert panel part of a call today. Over to you, Edwin.
Hello everyone. So I hope you all are having a good weekend. So as we are gathered here today, so to go via what exactly the success factors is like. So success factors is basically I want to understand from you guys. First of all, I want you to just let me know what your understanding is about success factors. But prior than that, let me tell you something about myself. Okay. So I have overall 10 plus years of experience. My entire experiences into the HR along with 7 years of experience into the SAP success factors. I've done multiple implementations for different locations, for different regions, for different countries, for different industries, right? Including multiple modules of success factors, right? So that is something which is about me. I want to understand your expertise as well. That what is the background of in which you are currently working, how do you came to know about the success factors, what are your expectations from this course, and how do you want to move forward. So that is something which I want to understand your background as well, so we can have a better and a deep understanding about this course. So I would like you to introduce yourself. Anyone can go forward, Pramod, Yogesh, Sheikh, whoever is comfortable. So I just request you guys, to give a little bit of background about yourself.
Ashok, do you want to start
Yep.
first?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Ajit and Edwin. Yeah, my name is Ashok, and I have around 8 years of experience into SAP and SAP HCM consultant. And now I'm more of interested in success factors, employee central, because I've been working as SAP HCM time management consultant along with core HR and talent modules with Deloitte. So I would like to move into success factors. Earlier I attended success factors in 2016 or 17, around that time, but I could not move due to some project limitations, and I could not get a chance, and I had to continue with SAP HCM. But now I think this is at least my time. I should be moving on to success factors. I have some knowledge into success factors. I would like to have more thorough understanding of employee central, uh, and then I'll be moving into learning time management as well within success factors, because that's my core area within SAP HCM modules. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your detailed background, Ashok. Pramod, do you want to go next? Pramod, not sure if you're able to hear us. Just in case if you're talking, you're on mute. Okay. Abdullah, do you want to just quickly introduce yourself? I know that you are an MBA fresher. Just a quick background. Okay. I know Abdullah, he's from he had just completed his MBA from both the streams, finance as well as HR. And he had joined this session today to know more about SAP Success Factor and the technical function and aspects of it. So that's about Abdullah. Pramod, I'm not sure if you can still hear us. I don't know like whether you have any issues with your mic, but based on my discussion with Pramod Edwin, he has core experience into HR and he's just planning to move. You there, Pramod?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to just quickly introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Pramod. I'm from Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. So, like it's been like 4.5 years working into this staffing industry and more into the technical recruitment side. So, very excited about this session. And yeah, that's about myself. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Pramod. I appreciate it. Yogesh, I don't know like whether you can still hear us. If yes, you can introduce yourself.
No worries. I believe Yogesh might be having some
Yeah.
technical issues. He can come back to us later. Okay. So, guys, basically, first of all, I want you to know that all of you are from the HR background, as I can see from the introduction. Okay. So, our success factors is first of all is a HR transformation tool, right? Whatever you are doing into any of the organization, wherever you are working, every organization needs something which can handle their HR operations, which can handle their day-to-day processes, where you can manage the employee data, basically your organization structure, all of it, right? So I'm just quickly sharing my screen so you guys can look into it, and then we will take it forward from here. So let me know once my screen is up for you. Okay. So basically, those people who are from the HCM background, they must be having a fair understanding of success factors, right? So success factors basically now, as if you can say your SAP is moving from your on-premise solutioning to the cloud-based solutioning, right? So success factors offers you a cloud-based solutioning, right? For which you need not to install any of the software onto your system. You can access it from anywhere. This is more secured in the terms of security purposes, right? They have different data centers. You can access it over your mobile as well, right? So our SAP success factors is basically a SaaS based model, right? What do we understand by SaaS? SaaS means your software as a service. you know that is a platform which you can access from anywhere on any device. Till the time you are having the internet, you can access your SAP success factors and you can work from anywhere into the world, right? You will not need any fancy hardware in order to run this. You will just simply need a good internet connection over which you can log in into the system and you can start doing the work, right? So our, I believe someone has raised a hand.
Yeah, it's me, Edwin. Ajit this side. Do you mind putting the slide into presentation mode so that we can see it clearly?
Okay, it is not into the presentation mode. This is a different software
Oh,
which
okay.
I'm using, so I
Yeah,
believe
we can see it now. Yeah,
it is in the
yeah,
presentation mode now.
yeah.
Okay, so what I was telling you that a success factor system is basically your HR transformation tool, right? To simplify the life of an HR, to automate the processes, right? Let's say if we are having a process which currently if someone is doing from a third party system, or if any of the organization is doing it, via some other method, right? We can automate all of it within a success factor system. The best part of it is that you would not require any of the coding, right? You just need the basic XML knowledge, for which You can easily learn which for which you would not require any of the technical expertise to being an expert into it. And most of it, because you all are from the HR background, then you will be then good to relate with what exactly we all do into the success factors, and moreover it you will be able to understand the process really well, right? So if I will move forward, so what are the key features of your success factors? So first of all, let me just give you a little bit of background regarding the success factors. So earlier success factors was a standalone organization, right? So it is a US based company, which was acquired by SAP back in 2012. Prior than 2012, the success factors was a standalone organization. Okay, and SAP has seen the potential into this and they have acquired the success factors. The time when SAP has acquired the success factors, at that time, success factors was only having the talent based modules like your recruitment, your onboarding, your PMGM, right? Your learning management system, all of it was the part of your success factors. But the key feature, right? The core, the heart of the success factor, which is now employee central, it has been developed by SAP itself. Now, all the modules which we have into the system, whether they are your talent modules, right, or your core HR success factor system, right, everything can get integrated with each other and you can use the product at the full potential. So basically, your hire to retire activities, all of it you can do within your success factor system itself, right? You can do your recruitment from your success factor system. You can do your onboarding from your success factor system, whatever all your HR transactions, right? Whatever the transaction which you do as an HR in your day-to-day life, everything, every single thing can be done from your success factor system. Your changes into the organizational data, your changes into the employee data, if you want to perform any of the action like your, transfer, your promotions, your demotion, right? If your pay rate is going to get changed, your salary is going to get changed, anything you can think of which you do in the life cycle of an user, you can do all of it within the success factor system. Now coming to your position management part, right? Our organization follow a pattern in which they map us to an open position, right? Till the time your organization won't be having a position which is open for hiring, right? You cannot hire a person. So the entire position, I'm just giving you a glimpse of it. The entire position management system is very vast where you can do multiple things into the system to make it much automated, and you can do all of it with more data in very less time, right? Then coming of your time off, which is a separate module, right? Within your success factors where we do manage the time, right? It consists of your clock in and clock out, which is basically your punch in and punch out in your language. Your time off, basically your absence management, right? Then your attendance management, which is your timesheet, right? Then the integration of your payroll with timesheet, right? These are all the key features I'm, just making you walk through. Then your integrations, right? If you want to integrate your system with a third party system, or let's say you want your system to communicate with some other system. So for example, you are using success factors for the employee data, but you are running the payroll into the ADP for an example, right? System has the capability to communicate with your third party systems, and you can make the best out of it. So even if your organization is using different software for different solutioning, right? You can still integrate your success factor system with all of them to get the result as per the expectation of the customer or the organization, right? Then your learning and development, which is basically another module which is called as learning management system, right? When we enter into the organization, there are certain trainings, there are certain courses which we have to complete within the time, to meet the compliances and the other things, right? So you can develop all the things from your learning management system within the success factor system itself. Coming to your position manage, oh sorry, your PMGM. your performance management and goal management, right? What a person has decided, whatever the goals and compliance which has been decided for the user, that this is the minimum criteria which you have to meet in order to get this appraisal, or in order to get the promotion, some of the goals which the employees set for themselves, right? So that PMGM system is also a part of your success factors, right? If I will talk about the reporting and compliance and auditing, right, you can pull out the audit reports from the success factor system. You can create the reports which revolve around your employee data, which revolve around your organization data, right? All of it, everything which you can do into the system is reportable. You can take the data out of the system anytime, but these reports is something which we have to create and which we have to maintain into the system. Okay, moving forward, how exactly the architecture is, right? So, like I have told you, Employee Central is built on a SaaS based model. So it ensures that you get the better data privacy, you get the real time updates, right? And it is on the cloud to make your experience seamless, right? It will not going to hamper, if you are having, not very fancy configuration within the terms of the hardware within your system, right? You just simply need a browser and you need the internet to get it run. It can get implemented, it can get integrated via help of your CPI, or or some other functionalities, any other middleware tool, right? To communicate with some other system, like I've given you the example that if your payroll is getting run into some of the different system, right, and you want to integrate it from your success factor system, so that is something which we can easily do via middleware technologies. So CPI is one of them. I believe any one of you who are working into any of the software, so you must be aware that CPI is basically our middleware technology which helps us to integrate one system with another. You can move the data from one place to the other place by the help of CPI, right? So moving forward to this, so this is basically what is the difference between the SCM and success factor system, right? So within a success SCM system, you can maintain your core HL functions, including your payroll and time management, right? The organization management and traditional HR processes, whatever the process HR used to do into the system. Within the success factors, you can do all of these things, but there are some of the additional things which success factors has come with, right? So you can the learning management system, you can do the workforce analytics. Extra than that, you have those events, those event reasons, your org management, your I can say employee management, your sales and performance management. All of these criteria are something which can get covered, which can get covered within your success factor system. You can do your recruitment from your success factor system, you can do your onboarding from your success factor system, even you can do your offboarding as well, right? For the onboarding also, the success factor system comes up with two updates every year, right? Every half yearly you're going to get two updates from your success factor system, right? Out of which, because the product is still evolving in the market, right, success factors come with 1H release and 2H release every year, right? It comes with new features, some of the fixes of the bugs which customers are facing, and lot of new things which SAP comes with, right? So for this, you need not to install any software. Like I have told you, this is not on premise. Whatever you will be doing, you will can do all of it within the success factor system itself. You need not to go outside for anything, right? Now, like SCM, it was developed on ABAP. Now success factors is all it's built on the modern technologies. And if you still want to change the architecture of it or anything for it, we have the BTP system, which supports success factors, via which you can do the customization into the success factor systems, which are not basically can be done directly via success factors. So like ABAP used to help the SCM of SAP. In the similar way, the BTP is present there to help the customization of your SuccessFactors system, right? So just a second, let me. Okay. So moving forward to this, right? So what are the core features which you can find within your SuccessFactors system, right? Your global HR solutioning, you can implement multiple countries, whatever all the countries SAP supports. You can implement each and every one of them within the single software. Within the same instance, you can implement India, you can implement USA, you can implement Canada, you can implement Thailand, you can implement Australia, your Korea, right? Whatever countries SAP supports, right? All of it can be implemented within your SuccessFactors system. Along with the core SuccessFactors system, whatever the core configuration is, along with it, SAP SuccessFactors has given you the country specific configurations also. That if you want to implement it for multiple countries, they have given you the files into the XML format, which we basically calls as as data models. So your data models help you to do the country specific configuration within the system without hampering anything which is been given by SuccessFactors is the global part, right? You can set up the system in a way that employee on self practices and the practice which a manager do as per his authority, all of them can be segregated. Your employees will be having different permissions, your managers will be having different permissions, your HR admin might be having a different permissions, the payroll guy are having the different permissions, right? Then your organizational management, whatever the management you want to do regarding your organizational structure, right? You want to create the entire structure of your SuccessFactors system starting from your what I can say, your legal entity, then your business unit, divisions, departments, cost center, your locations, your location groups, many of things, right? Whatever all the structure which can be into an organization, SAP offers everything as an standard. But in case if any of the customer is having something which is not pre-delivered by SuccessFactors as a standard solution, you also have the functionality to customize the software into your own ways. You can create the custom objects within the SuccessFactors system to meet your requirement, right? You won't have to, compromise with anything that, we have this structure and this is not provided by the SuccessFactors system as a default thing. So I cannot do it. You can definitely do it, right? But for that, you need to go for the customization. And that customization is a part of our SuccessFactors, which we are going to cover anyway, because it is not only regarding the organizational structure, there are rest of multiple functionalities which you can create via your custom solutioning. The same thing is which I have just told you regarding the position management and the leave management, right? So position management and leave management both are the things which I have just explained a few minutes back. That your entire position management you can do from your SuccessFactors system, creating the new positions, assigning users on the position, creating the job requisitions directly via your position org chart, right? Everything can be done into the simplest manner. The time off and leave management is basically how exactly the person is going to get the leaves into the system, right? But like I've told you, this is an entirely different and a separate module which requires the basic easy knowledge first in order to step into the time management. Then your global benefits, the benefits which a user gets within the SuccessFactors, within their organization, all of them can be configured within your SuccessFactors, right? Your document management part, let's say you want to release the joining letter, you want to release the promotion letter, you want to release the transfer letter, right? And you want to release it in bulk, you want to release it based upon your particular criteria that this only should get released to level 3 of employees, they should get released to level 2 employees, like that. right? You can set it up all onto your mobile as well. You have the SAP SuccessFactors application available on your iOS devices as well as on your Android device, right? You can simply go to the stores and download it. You can log in and you can start working on your mobile devices as well. So as an end user, a person never, will feel restricted and they have to go into the system, they have to log in, and then it is going to something that, they will be, able to do something. So you have it on the go, like any other application which you use on the mobile, you can use the SuccessFactors in the similar way. Okay, moving forward. Okay, so these are the things which will be the part going to learn. Okay, so this is your SAP SuccessFactors architecture. How exactly this software works. How exactly this is it is having the structure which our SAP has given to us, right? How exactly it looks like, right? So we have two screens for our SuccessFactors system. One is the instance where you do the 90% of the work, but to do this 90% of the work, we have the provisioning system, which is the backend of the system, right? So this provisioning is only accessible to those users who are certified by SuccessFactors into the Employee Central Core or in their relevant modules, right? So instance, anyone can access to the instance, but provisioning, which is a backend system of your SuccessFactors, can only be accessed by those users who are certified, right? So how exactly, what are the, at the time of setting up the system when we are going for an, for a greenfield implementation, basically, right? When you're setting up a system from the scratch, at that time, what are all the things which we have to do into the provisioning system? What are all the settings which we need to activate? What are data models which we have to, upload into the provisioning system? What are the jobs which you have to schedule, and then stepping into your instance system from where you're going to do the 90% of your configuration, basically, right? So we are going to cover both of them, along with how transaction done in instance and provisioning. It what all the features, basically what are all the transactions, how exactly you're going to start configuring the system, right? What are the basic things which you need to set it up before starting an implementation, then your implementation steps get starts, right? So what are the things exactly? So I believe few of them must be aware of this workshops, right? So workshops is basically where we go and collect the data from your customer, right? We go at the customer location, we do the workshops, we gather the requirement, right? And we gather the requirement in workbooks. So workbooks are basically your configuration books where we have all the fields within the SuccessFactors system, and we check with you, with the customer how exactly they want the system to get configured. So you will have back and forth discussions. You will fill the workbooks, for your configuration. There are multiple workbooks based upon the transaction for your HR transactions, right? Your for your foundation objects, for your personal information, right? For your role-based permissions. There are different workbooks which we need to fill as per the input of the customer, right? And then we have to get it signed off from them, and then we will move forward into the system, and we will start laying off a structure into our instance, right? So how exactly we are going to create the foundation of a system, and how exactly we are going to use the data models which are given by the success factors. If we want to tweak something into the data models, how exactly we will be uploading the data models, what are the changes which are required to make, right? There are a few of the things which it still cannot be done by our instance. So for that you have to tweak your data models and you have to work on these XML files. So basically we are going to go via each and every one, each and every data model of ours which we are currently using into the SuccessFactors system, right? How do we exactly update the user information within the system? So a user consists of multiple things: their job information, their personal information, their comp info, their employment info, their biographical info, their contact info, address info, all of it. right? So there are multiple things, more than this also, which consists of an employee data when the person is working into the organization, right? So basically how you are going to structure it into the system, and moreover it how you're going to set it up in an order, where a person can capture their data, right? What data they will be having the access to, what they can edit, what they cannot edit, what they can delete, what they cannot delete, how exactly you're going to put the data into the system at the time of the cutover activities, right? How exactly a system, success factor system will look like when you will be landing on the home page, right? So how exactly a system is going to get, it's gonna look like basically, right? There are some things which you can change on the home page based upon your customer requirement once again. So it's all subjective to your customer requirement. Your email notifications, whatever has been pre-delivered by success factors, whatever we can do as a custom solutioning for that, for the customer. How exactly a success factor looks like, right? The theme management part. So let's say if I'm working for an organization, right, which is having the black and silver theme, right? Is like if I will talk about Mercedes, right? So maybe they said, we want this as a black and silver theme into a success factor system. So how exactly the theme management is going to get done, and how quickly it all, you can set all of it within the success factor system itself. You can customize a theme for the customer to meet the requirement, and the logo, how, what are the color coding which, which represent their organization basically, right? The proxy management is a very, good thing here into the success factor. So for example, if I am a person, who is responsible for something, right? And in case of any emergency, let's say, or due to some other reason I'm not available, so I can proxy, someone can proxy as me and they can get the task done. System will going to keep the record that who has done, that thing on my behalf. So into the upcoming future, if someone makes any mistake, so there will be a trace in the system itself. Okay, this person has proxied this person, and they have performed the task based upon this or that user, right? What are all the languages which we have from success factors based upon the, locale of the person, based upon the region of the person. So if let's say someone belongs from India, so we have the functionality to use the entire success factor system into Hindi. If someone wants to use the English, they can use the English. If someone wants to use Arabic, they can use Arabic. If someone wants to use French, Italian, whatever, all the countries which SAP success factor supports, they have localized the system into each and every language of it. So you can use your system into whatever language suits you, whatever the language suits to the people of your organization. Depends upon from where you are operating this, from which country you are operating it, right? If someone is operating from India and they are much comfortable in Hindi, right? So they can set their system language into Hindi, and they can use that as success factor system into the Hindi. There's no need then, they can go and use into the English. So, but that is again subjective to whatever all the languages your organization is asking you activate into the system. If they will allow you to activate the Hindi, then a user will be able to set the system into Hindi for himself. It is not going to reflect for the users. You can customize it for a particular person, that it is my own preference, like my mobile, that I want to use, I want to type into English, I want to type into Hindi, or I want to type into Sanskrit. It totally depends upon me. So you will be having your own individual instance on which you can set up any of the language which is of your interest, right? Topic list management, basically, the top down values which you see into the system, right? How do you manage, or how do do the mapping of the pick list from the particular fields? For example, if you want to give the example of your mode of travel, right? So the mode of travel, it could be your air, it could be, your mobile, it could be, anything, right? So that is something which we can, create, and which we can map with the fields, So prior than moving forward, I just want to, understand from you guys, are you getting what exactly we are trying to, explain in the terms of HRT, in the terms of your HR transformation? So if any one of you want to, ask any question or you want to give any of the inputs, it will be highly appreciable, because, everyone, each one of you are from the HR background. So I believe these are all the things which you must be very much familiar about. This all is a part of your employee life cycle. So if any one of you want to give any input prior than moving forward, so I will really gonna appreciate it.
Edwin Ashok here.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So these are the basic success factors platform capabilities, right? So within employee central, what we are going to discuss, like are we going to discuss concurrent employment, global assignments, this kind of things, or and also the integration, not completely. What is a compound employee query, and what are the aspects that as an SFEC consultant that we need to support the CPA consultant. So these areas, can we discuss, or are we going to discuss this in future?
Yes, we are going to discuss this. See, this is a very good question which you have asked. This is basically the functionality of a system, right? What I'm discussing is the landscape of the system. So these are the things which you need to lay the foundation based upon which you can do the further functionalities, right? When you will be implementing the system at that time, first you need to activate the functionalities to make it and to take it into a working state, right?
Agreed.
Or you can take it to the working state once you will. These all are your implementation steps. What you are mentioning, that is the functionality which we use once our system is into the working state, correct? Till the time you will not hire a person, you cannot send him to the global assignment, right? So in order to hire a person into the system, their basic HRIS element should be present into the system, for which you will need the data model to put into the system, right? All of it is a step-by-step process. Once your system will be set up, and then you want to activate the global employment or global assignment functionality. When a person will be going on a global assignment for a time being, so there will be two employment which will get created for that user. One will go into the dormant state because the person is no longer active on the home assignment, and there is one other assignment which will start displaying on the user's people profile that he is currently away on the global assignment, correct? But that can only be done once a person will be into the employment system.
And will that be going to be a part of a syllabus, Edwin?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's something which I believe Ashok is trying to get more clarity on.
Yes, yes.
So that will be the part that is not the problem. That is a functionality which we are definitely going to get covered. So I was just making you walk through basic landscape of the system first, on which you can build. Right? See, SuccessFactors Employee Central is a very vast system, right? Very, very vast system. There are n number of functionalities which you have into the SuccessFactors system, which helps you work as per your organization requirement. So as soon as you will start getting acquainted with the system, right? We are definitely going to cover all the aspects. That is not the problem. But what I mean to say is, first we need to lay the foundation of the system, and upon the foundation we can build the other functionalities which are required. So we are definitely going to cover that, Ashok.
I hope Ashok that makes sense.
Yep, yep.
Great. Pramod, anything from your side?
No, I'm good.
Okay,
Yeah, if yeah.
perfect. Yes, Edwin, you're good to go.
Okay, so basically these things regarding how quickly you're going to manage the data, how quickly you're going to manage the organization, their pay structure, their job structures, right? If you want to associate one of the object with other object, you want to associate different objects with each other, right? How exactly you can do it? The document generation, like I have told you, your events and event reasons. So, for example, your promotion is an event, right? It could be a normal promotion. It could be, a promotion with the pay rate change. It could be a promotion with transfer, right? Anything, right? But the base event for that is going to be a promotion. That the bottom line is that you're getting promoted, correct? There are different. Let's say if a person is getting terminated, so it could be a self resignation. It could be a disciplinary issue, correct? Could be a layoff, right? But at the end result, the person is going to get terminated. So we have different, lot many reasons, lot many events into the system based upon which we can create our own event events, your workflows, right? If you're performing anything into the system, it is going to go, from an approval. That approval is going to happen, and if we are having a three-step workflow. For example, if I am supposed to get promoted, so in order to get my promotion, first it needs a confirmation from my immediate manager, then it's need a confirmation from my manager's manager, and at the end it needs a approval from my HR head. So how exactly we are going to structure that into the system, and it could be, there could be n number of scenarios for your workflow, right? There could be n number of steps within your workflow, right? It could be a one level approval, it could be a 13 level approval, it could be anything. Within the workflow, we have different functionalities, how exactly the workflow is going to behave, right? So, how exactly, how exactly we are going to configure it, that is something which we are going to see the entire workflow process, right? Dynamic rules, your dynamic groups, your business rules. Business rules are basically your, what I will say, it helps us to automate the system, right? Your role-based permissions will basically consist of your security part of the system, your reporting. If you want to, import and export some of the data from the system, or you want to import some data into the system, right? Your integration center, Ashok, which you were asking for, right? Or you can do the password management into the system. Or you can create the custom objects, your custom email notifications, right? And rest of your, all the things which are required in order to, get it done, get the best out of from your SF system. So, and that is something which all we are going to from our end. I would like you guys to give you some of the inputs, which you have in your mind. Like Ashok is having the experience into HCM as well, so he's also having some of the background of SuccessFactors system. Sheikh Abdullah, if you want to say or give any input, or Yogesh, if you want to say something. So I just want to know your understanding and your expectations, and I want to know basically that how exactly you're finding it. You, and then I will tell you that in what aspect it can help you also from the job perspective. So, for example, one of you are into the HR, right? So you want, if you want to go, you can go into the technical side. If you want to go as an HR BP, right? You have the experience on SuccessFactors system. You can explore the market opportunities in the form of the HR business partner. You can work as an in-house consultant for some of the organization if you do not want to work into the implementation. You want to work into an in-house project, so you can work into that as well. You can work, as a product owner, right? Who have the experience of SuccessFactors system, and have the knowledge into the agile part. So there are different opportunities which you can pursue, but because we are going to cover the technical part, so I will always encourage you to go into the technical background as a consultant, where you will have a vast opportunity to learn the system, vast opportunity to explore the system, right? But you still have multiple options after learning the SuccessFactors system, which you can explore back into the market. So, guys, I really like you to give your inputs, and if you are having
Um,
any questions, so please ask.
yeah, can
Yeah,
you
Ashok.
just let me know like which module could be the best to learn as of now and which is trending, like whether it's like Employee Central or LMS. So, which module could be easy to start to learn, whether it's payroll or if you can guide through it?
Okay, so see, Employee Central is like I've told you, it's the heart of the success factors, right? Every module in the system revolves around your success factor system. Every module has its own importance. But if you will learn the Employee Central, then you will be able to learn all the other modules in a comparatively easy manner. Employee Central will require a little bit of time because it is lengthier than the other modules because it is basically consists much more than the other modules. But then it also have the weightage into the market as well. For your Employee Central module, you're definitely going to see multiple opportunities which the organizations are having, right? You will be able to understand that how exactly the other modules are working around it. So I believe you are from a staffing background, right?
Yes. So,
If I'm not wrong.
just only want to understand and just only um, like how I can start it from which module. So just I'm confused with this.
You can start with Employee Central for sure.
Employee Central, okay.
Yes, without any second doubt, you can start with the Employee Central for sure because Employee Central is going to give you the thorough insight of the entire success factor system.
Is it better to say, Edwin, that Employee Central module out of eight, which we have as a part of Success Factor, is considered as one of the centralized repository as it is linked with all other modules, right?
Yeah, correct. That's what I'm trying to
Right.
convey. So,
Yeah.
see, if you will go via recruiting, for example, so your recruitment module is just active till the person is getting recruited. Or onboarding module is restricted till the person is getting onboarded, right? But your employee central will be into the existence till the day a person is going to start their employment till the time they are going to end their employment. The entire life cycle is going to happen within your employee central system only, right? So it is having the vast functionality comparatively to other modules. So if you will go for the employee central system, you will understand basically the core of success factors and how exactly the things are working into the SF domain.
Do you want to quickly share the screen and Edwin, do you want to show that how exactly the interface looks like?
Sure, I can show and I can definitely show.
Yeah, just a quick high level overview on how actually the application looks like and maybe a bit couple of steps which we may plan to cover during the
Yeah,
training.
if you can show the interface, like if you have it, if you have the access of the Employee Central.
Yeah, we do have it. We do have it.
Okay.
Promote. Yeah.
Okay, so if you can see, this is the screen of your success factor system, right? It runs over the URL for which you will be having the login credentials. This is your home page, which I was talking about. This is the landing page of your success factor system. And this is something which all is customizable, which you are going to do for your customer. So if I will come here on the quick action tile for an example, so there are things which you can access quickly via from your home page only. But all of it is customizable, all of it will come here only based upon your user or your customer input, right? If you will click on this home page drop down, you can see all of the modules which are present into your success factor system, right? All of it which is activated into your success factor system. So I am logged in as a super admin, so I am having the access to all of it, right? If a person who is working and is specific to the recruitment module, so that person will be having the access to the recruiting. If a person who is related to onboarding, then in real time that person will be having the option to go and do the configuration for your onboarding, right? This is, if I will go to the settings, if you want to see, right, which I was saying. So let's say if I will go to this change language option, right? So these are all the languages which we have activated from our provisioning system, which are currently coming here. So for example, if I want to use my SuccessFactors system into Hindi, right? So I can use all of it into the Hindi itself, right? Whatever you can see everything is coming into Hindi, right? If I want to change it to some other language, right? If I want to change it for some other language, so let's say I want to, change it to French. So it is going to get changed into French, but it is all subjective to what your organization is asking you to activate from the backend, right? If they will ask you to use 30 languages because they are implementing 30 countries within the SuccessFactors system, right? So all of the 30 will be displayed here within your change languages. For example, if you want to go to the quick, if you want to see your own profile, so I've simply clicked over there. The system is going to redirect me to my employee profile. This is how it looks like. It will consist of my personal information, it will consist of my address information, it will consist of my biographical information, like my work permit, my payment information, will consist of my employment details, my job information, organization information, right? My job relationships, my work order if I am having any advances. This is your compensation part, right? How exactly my org chart looks like, right? If we have something custom into the system, right? Like let's say this family details, right? So you can create the custom things into the system, right? If I will go back to the home page, apart from these styles, if you want to add anything of your own, do it, right? If you want to, let's say, conduct any of the survey, which should appear on the screen for a limited period of time, right? It will also, you can configure here on the home page itself of the user. If as an end user you do not want that I am a colleague of yours, for example. So being a colleague, I should not be, I should not be having the authority to check your personal information, to change your, to check your form, right? To check, if you are getting promoted or not, right? So you can restrict all of it within the security purpose, right? But how exactly you are going to configure this? How exactly you are going to come and land on this screen? What are the prerequisites of it? After coming here, it will also come as a almost a blank thing, right? How exactly you're going to configure it? If we are having this employee into the system, right? So how exactly this employee has came here into the system? How exactly all of this which you are coming and see on the people profile is coming here on the people profile? Can we hide it? Can we add something into it? Can we automate the process which is going to get run here? How the workflows are going to get triggered? All of it is going to come, but it is easily, it is very easy to understand. You will not require much of the technical expertise in order to understand this. As long as you are aware how exactly the HR process works, or even if you don't know how exactly the HR process works, right? You will be having the common understanding that if you are an employee, so how exactly things are going to work for you. And that's all what we are going to do here, right? So, how exactly we are going to see the entire system, how exactly we are going to structure all of it within a SuccessFactors system. If you want to use it over your mobile, right? So you can enable the mobile features from your SuccessFactors system. How exactly you're going to do it? What exactly you can do it? How can you restrict it based upon what things you can restrict it, right? For example, the global assignment someone was asking about. So let me search if someone is having a global assignment. Let's say, for example, this user, Asa Walker, he's having two assignments. He's on the global assignment until June 30th. So I was telling you this thing. If I will check for her home assignment, right? and I will check her job information, right? So this person, what they have done, that someone has deleted the global assignment event from here. You will check the user's global assignment event. It will come over your job information. You can see your home assignment has been paused. If I will go to the job information for Tessa Walker, you can see here that the global assignment was added on June 11th, and the event for this is add global assignment, and event reason is also add global assignment, and it is going to end on July 1st. So it is a short-term global assignment for her. As soon as this will get completed, right, she will again return to her home assignment, which is currently paused. What is the configuration for it? How quickly it can be done into the system? How you can send a person on a global assignment? How can you fetch them back from the global assignment? So these all sort of the things which require the configuration first. And once your configuration will be done, then you will be able to do the testings, then you will be able to conduct the UODs for your customers, and you will be doing the cutover, and then you will go live. Right? I hope you must be finding this screen very user friendly, because being honest, it is very user friendly. You have to simply type the things which you want to look for, and system will start giving you the suggestions for all of it. So I hope it is clear to you guys. If you want to say something.
Yeah, Pramod, Ashok, any doubts on the application or the server which we are just trying to show?
Um, I think it's good. I can see it.
So what we'll be doing,
So,
sorry, go ahead, Pramod.
mhm.
No, go ahead.
Like, only just want to ask that, like, what are the common issues while facing or while working with EC implementation, like for the Employee Central? What are the common issues you face it while working it?
So this is a very early question which you are asking. Till the time you don't know the
Mhm.
configuration, it will be
Okay.
difficult for me to tell you the issues which you are
Mhm.
going to face.
Yeah.
Now
Because
that
I
is
can
the
see this is very simple. So like it's just a tab module. So just need to configure the things into the like just need to change the attributes what we have to do it into the system. So like what are the challenges? So just only asking it.
it will come as a blank page for you.
Okay.
Whatever you are watching here, it has already been configured. That is the reason you are finding it very easy
Mm-hmm.
to navigate. And
Right.
you will be doing it for the first time. All of it you have to create
Based on the client's requirement.
based upon the requirement which you have catered into your workshop, based upon the requirement what your customer wants from you,
So is it
right?
starts from the requirement gathering, Edwin, and then build
Yes.
up this. Yeah. And
Like I've
that's
explained that you have to go to the workshops to collect the requirement first, and based upon your workshop workbook sign off, you're going to move forward and start doing the configuration. This is your second step. You will going to land and set up the provisioning first.
so there must be standard templates as well, which needs to be followed. But many companies, when they plan to migrate, it's more of linked with the customization piece, and that's where it becomes more challenging, Pramod. And then you have to configure everything, and you have to build up that entire setup for your clients based on their particular needs or requirements.
Got it.
Yeah. Ashok, anything from your side?
No, that's it. But if we can, list out what uh, I understood, whatever Edwin was presenting, the topics
Hmm.
that we are going to cover.
Hmm.
Yeah, so as I am seeing in my real life, the issues or the consultants, how they struggle without having prior knowledge into, some kind of integration help, or, some kind of other things, like as I was asking about global assignments, all these things. They don't know anything and still customer is asking something and these guys cannot solve, it will be a problem for those who are coming into success factors EC
Correct.
without this kind of knowledge. So you know this thing.
Yeah.
And to Edwin, I when we were talking about document generation, I had a query because we are using Workday as an internal portal for one of our internal engagement. In that, if I would like to download my own resume, I just go to my Workday portal. I just go to, there is something called one pager where I click on it and I can download my CV. So is there any way that we can do in success factors? I know document generation, like we can upload and download kind of thing, but can the system automatically pull out the relevant data into one form, and is it no downloadable? Anything like that? Any chance to download something like that?
No, so that is a customized feature. What you are asking is that you want
Okay.
that, you want the resume parsing, basically.
Correct.
Correct. So the resume parsing is something which either you have to create a template into a document generation based upon which you have to do the mapping and you can generate it from your SuccessFactors system.
Okay.
And it will give you the real-time data. But again, that needs to be done from your document generation.
Okay.
Right? So person can do it. You have to create the format for it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You have
Yep.
to create the format for it, and whatever your data is, you can simply download it from your SuccessFactors system also, but you have to do the configuration for it first.
Okay. Okay.
So you have to create one of a template in the form of a resume, right? Where
Mhm.
some of the data would be static, and whatever the data which is there into the system, it is going to pop up into the form of whatever the real-time data which you're having.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. So that's it from my side. Yeah. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Arvind. So I think, and Abdullah Sheikh, I believe that, this is completely new for you as you have just completed an MBA. But yeah, I think if you have any questions, you can definitely connect. Ashok and promote for you, just to give you more background along with Abdullah, right? Who is Altivision and how we normally plan to conduct these sessions. We started our institute, 4 years ago with a very basic vision in our mind in terms of collaborating with the expert training panels which we have. They all are based across global locations and pass on all the learnings which we have gathered throughout our tenure with the corporate companies with whom we all are working on, right? So as on today, I would say that we have trained almost 250 plus students throughout last year. And we have offered them multiple modules based on their customized requirement, right? Meaning what exactly we do, we have a students based out of India. We also have students based out of in Dubai, Singapore, as well as States. And we normally conduct special batches with them because they're already working professionals like you all, and they are migrating, and they're switching their career, or they have already learned a specific module and they want to enhance their skill set into other modules as such. So what we normally do is that based on the requirement of all of our students which we have, we built up a customized training planner for them, and then we conduct these batches for them, right? So that's something which is one of our USP. And as I said, uh, all of our trainers which we have, depending upon whichever module you decide to go ahead with, they're coming with an extensive experience into relevant domain. So it's not more of theoretically reading scripts and just giving you a high level in terms of what this course is going to look like and how the model is going to look like, but it's more of end-to-end practical based training which we aim to cover as a part of our offering. And the other important piece, what exactly we do is that you will be also getting a server access, the system access, which Edwin had just walked us through. You will be getting a server access as well, along with our offering, so that whatever teaching we normally do on a daily, sessions as per the agreement, you can keep practicing all of these, by your own, because you will be having your own credentials to keep practicing and getting your good hands on it. So that's something which we normally do. And then I think, post completion of course, will be also giving you a training certification. And if you are comfortable to obtain the SAP Global Certification as well, Altivision is going to be there to help you and support you for the global certification as well. But initially, what we normally encourage to all of our students is that, go through the basics first, get into the extensive side of it, which is going to be part of a course, keep practicing. And I think post that, after 2 to 3 months of completion of course, you can plan for the global certification as well. That will add additional feathers into your resume, so that you can make your profile outstanding in terms of when it goes to screening and all those things. And we also record all of our sessions because Since our trainers are working professionals, along with the students, they all are working professionals. We normally conduct these classes online, and we normally record the same class, and you will be also getting a recording access as well, so that you can always refer to the recordings as on needed and clear your doubts. And of course, open sessions always going to be there in place. And one last important point is that when it comes to the modules and the training durations, like Edwin said, this is one of the most important module. It takes a longer period in terms of sessions and covering the entire syllabus versus other module. So for Employee Central, we plan to cover this end-to-end module within 45 to 50 live sessions. And for other modules which we have, it shouldn't take more than 30 live sessions as such. So that's how it gets built up. But again, if you start with Employee Central, initially you just have to invest 45 to 50 hours for us to complete the entire course. So this is what exactly we offer. We can definitely connect offline. I want you guys to take some time to, in terms of giving your thoughts, see how it goes, and then we can discuss this further. I hope everything has been cleared for you all. Or if you have any last minute questions before we sign off, please feel free to ask.
All clear from my side, Ajit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ashok.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll drop off. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank
Pramod.
you everyone.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Edwin. If I do have it, I will just connect with Jeet. Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
Thanks. Thanks, Abdullah Sheikh. Take care.